everyone, and welcome back to Haunt of the Collector with me, Jace. And yeah, I know, a bit of a negative one, this one really, I suppose, something which I think I've succeeded in keeping off the channel for the duration it's been running. But do you know what? I've always been open and honest with you guys, and I've always kept you up to date with what's going on, and this is, I'm afraid, something that I think is highly relevant, and you'd be interested in knowing, and what's going and why. The thumbnail might be a little bit misleading because I've not cancelled everything. In fact, I've actually added some pre-orders. I've pre-ordered some more stuff, but that will be on another video. I'm just talking about all the stuff you know I've got on pre-order. Some of it is gone, it's cancelled, the emails have been sent, confirmed, deposits lost, cancelled. Some are, you know, in sight of the guillotine, shall we say, but not yet been condemned. And some are perfectly safe. So I'm going to go through what, why, and everything else. Now, before I get to what's gone, the why is universal. The why is universal, guys, and I alluded this to a previous video that I sent out not all that long ago. It's a combination of factors for me, primarily display space. For me, display space, I'm really running out. I've looked at how much stuff I've got coming over the next sort of 6 to 8 months and where I'm going to put it all. And unfortunately, I'll go more into the individual ones in a bit, but some things are going to be tucked away, even potentially left in the box. Now, here's the key issue. Here's the key issue when I'm talking about display space, is the fact that I ain't one of those wishy-washy arsed collectors who stuff just swans in, you know, yeah, it's nice, they talk about it, and a few weeks or months later it's gone out of their collection. Everything I buy it because I love it, because I'm passionate about it and I'm keeping it. So for me and my collection, there isn't going to be this big turnaround on statues, because I'm not doing it for content. I'm doing it because I want the damn stuff. I want to keep it. And I'm in a position, a very fortunate position, where I've got a whole load of pieces in my collection that I absolutely love, and I don't want to get rid of them. So I haven't got that much space now for other pieces, and it's not just display space. I'm talking about storage space as well for all the empty boxes. I've been in the garage because I've got to get the box out for the bell rock. Still not done it. I was hoping it'd be at the front. It isn't. It wouldn't be, would it? And yeah, and I'm having a look in there now how much more stuff I can realistically put in there, and you know, there isn't that much room. And when I look at how much stuff I've got coming, incidentally, my pre-orders come to over 10 grand when you add the shipping. Just about to get onto that. So I've got to be realistic about this. I've got to be realistic about it. I think when we're all guilty of it, you just, oh yeah, I'm pre-ordering that. Yeah, I'm pre-ordering that. I'm pre-ordering that. Well, I think my pre-ordering days, even though I have just pre-ordered 2 more statues, are grinding to a halt. I think I'm going to play the long game, the wait, and see where I am close to when the pieces are being released. Like I said before, there is another video coming out about my pre-orders, so I am being slightly hypocritical there. But anyway, yeah. And of course, the other thing is I've got to take into account how much the shipping's coming to, and I worked out what I spent last year on shipping, guys, and it's an obscene amount of money. And then you add on the really annoying import fees as well, which have also gone up, and it's a lot more now to import stuff. And as you've seen recently with the Lego and the cabinet projects going on, and I'm looking at that amount of money that's just thrown away. I don't begrudge a penny I've spent on statues, but with the shipping being what it is and the import fees on top, and now I'm looking at other things I could be spending that money on, or not spending at all, because all of it's irrelevant. And I know people don't like it when you say that, but the whole thing is irrelevant. You know, none of these statues are essential. So I've sort of put me, as much as I can, as much as I'm able to, put a bit of my common sense head on. This is going to be me trying to talk common sense. Ooh. I don't do that very well. So yeah, it's a whole and please don't think this was just me. I've been thinking about this, everything I've got on pre-order for the last 6 months at least, if not longer. And the other thing as well, before I get on to the individual pieces, is the simple fact that, as some of you will know what these are, shove it in the comments if you want to have a guess on this. This piece is not being made yet that I know I will want. That if they are done, I know that potentially I would even sell some of these pieces that I love, or maybe even just put them in the box and put them away to display certain pieces that thus far have not been done by anyone. Will they be done? That's another video that's coming up as well, what I think might be going on in the future. But yeah, anyway, so let's get down to it now. I've spread this across the board evenly. I've gone from one piece from each company that I've cancelled. So Prime 1, let's start with Prime 1. Prime 1, it is quite simply, as if you'd looked at the thumbnail, it's the Ellen Ripley piece. Yeah, she's cancelled, finished, done. Because the Alien Big Chap is 100% coming, because I love it. It's one of the pieces I'm most excited about. I've got the actual 1979 release poster to go with it, which I need to go into town and get that framed. So, and I've also pre-ordered one of the open egg as well that they did recently to go with it, even though it doesn't really go with the big chap. But yeah, you know what I mean. I had to make a decision, and basically Ellen Ripley, I've cancelled it. So am I gutted? Yeah, I'm gutted by all these things that I've cancelled. Don't think this is something I've done lightly. I haven't. But again, I've got to be realistic. So Ellen Ripley from Prime 1, sadly has been cancelled. Now, Weta Workshop, this wasn't easy. I've cancelled Leaf Lock because, well, I say it wasn't easy. It was actually easy. I'll be honest, it was easy, and I don't know why I said that. It was very easy. Leaf Lock was an instant snap decision. I'm not fussed about Ents. Any of you that watch this for a while have known that, with my sort of gripe I have ongoing about the Treebeard piece. But, and I'm totally the odd one out on this, I know that. So, and for a non-important character that's in the film for 1 or 2 seconds, it's gone. I got a lovely email back as well from Weta. Thank you ever so much, whoever, I can't remember your name now, who emailed me back, but I really appreciate that. It was a really nice email. And the other thing as well, incidentally, again, which is why I got rid of a big piece. I have one spot, but I know the MC piece will be out this year, the third piece. I've got the 2, I've got the Dead Marshes, I've got the Escape Off the Road. It stands to reason I'm really going to want the third one. So again, I'm thinking of potential for the future as well. Now, the third one, which some of you might have looked at the thumbnail and thought, no way. Yeah, Infinity Studios, Witch King. Yeah. This one was probably the most difficult of the 3 that I've cancelled. But the simple fact is, I've got the Prime 1 coming, and I've done a whole video on this if you haven't seen it, on the 3 Witch Kings that you're currently available for pre-order, so Prime 1, Dark Side Collectibles and Infinity Studios. I stand by what I said in that video, and I'm absolutely adamant to this, that I think the Prime 1 Witch King is by far the best of the 3. I personally love the Fell Beast surround. I don't like mixed media, so that's the Infinity one. And I didn't like the base on the Dark Side one. I'm not going all over that. But so, yeah, the Infinity one. Oh, incidentally, before I go any further, Comic Concepts, cheers, guys, for all the help you gave me at the time when I do pre-order this. And I sincerely apologise for cancelling on you guys. But, again, I've got to be realistic. The only place to put him, potentially, is going to be the spare room. If not, my Terminator goes in the spare room, and I'm not prepared to put my Terminator in the spare room because I adore it, and I can't justify having 2 of the same character when I'm display space is now at an absolute premium in my house. I can't do it, and I've got to be honest with you guys. I've got to be honest. I've got one Infinity Studios piece, which is the 1/1 Nazgul bust. It's the lowest score I've given a piece. I'm not going to sit here going on about pieces I personally don't own, but all I will say is I've not been as blown away as some people by what I've seen on their half-scale range. I'm just being honest. I haven't been. Not enough for me to back that line. That's all I'll say on that. Oh, one thing I will add, for those of you who don't know, Infinity have, today, revealed what their next one is going to be. Gimli, half-scale Gimli coming. And so it's brilliant. Can I just say, that's absolutely fantastic. Infinity, I still continue with their Lord of the Rings line because I was questioning that, to be honest. Again, I've got another video coming out, so I don't want to say too much about it. So that's absolutely superb, and I'm chuffed to bits for all of you who are backing the Infinity half-scale line. And please, you know, I can't wait for you to prove me wrong with my doubts on the half-scale line, because I do have them. I'm being honest, I do have them. So, but that didn't make it an easy decision to cancel the half-scale Witch King piece, because it wasn't, and I'm still really, it stings a bit. And a question mark at the moment, and this is going to be a real shocker for everyone as well, is hovering over the City Hunter Predator as well. And I'll be totally honest with you guys, I absolutely adore everything about this statue. It's going to have another insanely ridiculous shipping fee attached to it. And again, it's 3 boxes, and it's the issue with the boxes. So at the moment, I've not cancelled it yet, and I don't want to, but it's there at the front of my mind, and I'm going to see a little bit nearer to the time when it's released, which isn't far off. The Predator ones have been on time, and I think it's towards the end of July it's due for release. That's at the earliest, so not far away. So I've left it. I'm just going to see between now and then. I might even delay getting it, so it gives me a bit more time just to think about it, because I say at the moment, with all the other projects I've got going on, and you see, this is the thing for me, guys, right? This is me being brutally honest, and I had a day the other week just going around. I think potentially maybe we're all guilty of this. I certainly am anyway. I can only speak for myself. Guilty of not really appreciating just how fortunate I am to have what I've got, to have the pieces I've got. And I say I love my collection. I love it. And I was just walking around the other day, and I thought, I've got some amazing pieces here. Absolutely. And I just stopped to think how fortunate I am, because there's a lot of people out there, a lot of collectors out there who aren't fortunate to have even 25% of what I've got. And my collection's nothing compared to some people's collections out there. And I think sometimes it's very easy to get carried away with the whole jumping on pre-orders and wanting to be a part of it. And it's piece after piece after piece. And stop and appreciate what you've got. Appreciate how fortunate you are that you're in a position to be able to have these pieces. And, you know, I think for me it was a case of stop and just look at how lucky I am. I've got all these mega pieces, and I'm just swamping it with more and more and more. And where does it stop? Where does the appreciation stop or wear thin? Where does the passion start to dim and the excitement thins? Because it's just a conveyor belt of new pieces coming in, new pieces, and stuff just going out there. And I'm not that. I'm not that person at all. I never will be. Every piece I've got, I've been excited about it from the moment that I pre-ordered it, that I saw it, or I waited for the pre-order to come up. And you guys know that because you've been there for the whole journey with some of these pieces. And things that I sort of doubted about at the time, but I still went ahead and bought them, have been sold. Aragorn, Legolas. So that's where I am with it, and I hope you can sort of see why I've cancelled what I've cancelled and the reasons behind it. And please don't think this is me sort of stepping back from statue collecting, because I'm not, because I love it. I absolutely adore statue collecting. It's just that I've had to be realistic about this. And I want to carry on enjoying it. And I think if I start getting bogged, certainly if I'm getting to the point where I'm leaving things in boxes because I haven't got anywhere to display it, is that to me is ridiculous. That to me is ridiculous. So until such time as something is revealed where I think I want that more than something I've got, then I ain't going to go for it. Simple as that. Anyway, everyone, that's it for this video. As I've said in this video three times, I think, there's a lot of stuff coming up, guys. I've got so much video. I've got so many videos to do. It's insane. There's about 5 or 6, literally. There's stuff over there staring at me now that I've got to crack on with. There's stuff over there I've got to crack on with. There's stuff coming today. I've got stuff on the way. I don't even know what it is. Generally don't. I mean, I could go on my account and look, but I don't want it to be a total surprise. Yeah, so please, as always, guys, please, anything that I've covered in this video or you want to chat about or anything else, talk about, you just shove it in the comments and I will get back to you. If you've enjoyed the video, I really would appreciate if you give it a like. And the same, if you're not a subscriber, I really would appreciate if you consider subscribing to the channel. So that's it for this one. I hope you all have a great week. I'm on a week off and I'm off next week as well. Yay! So I've got plenty of time to do these videos. So yeah, have a great week. I hope you're all enjoying the great weather here in the UK. It's beautiful. And I hope you're all having a great week wherever you are in the world and you're watching this video. I am going to shut up and go and let you all crack on with your day. I'll catch you all on the next video. I've really got a dry throat as well. I need me brew. So you all bugger off so I can have me brew, and I'll speak to you all in the next video. Take care and cheers for watching. Ta-ra!